Hi, my name's Leona from Supra ConsciousSoul, and this is your Divine Masculine reading for mid-June. So, I've already pulled some oracle cards to save some time. So now we're going to have a look at the main reading cards. So, Divine Masculine, how are you feeling at this time? How are you feeling? Okay, so Six of Cups, Ten of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, oh, okay, we've got two that kind of stuck together. So that would have been first, Seven of Swords. And then we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the King of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Wands, sorry, definitely Wands. Seven of Wands. So we do have a progression from the Seven to the Eight of Wands there. Right. Two of Pentacles underneath the deck. So the Divine Masculine may be feeling like he's a little bit out of balance. I feel like he's waiting for some kind of ship to come in. So he's having to stay kind of focused on the task at hand, let's say. So he could be juggling. He could feel like he has many things that are being needed to be kept up in the air. It may also be that he's feeling a little imbalance between the masculine and feminine, or he's feeling like he's worrying too much about the past and too much about the future, perhaps, when he should be kind of more focused on staying present in the moment. But I do feel like he's waiting for this ship to come in, or for these people to come in, and he's finding it hard to kind of keep focused in the meantime, because he knows if he drops them before they come, it may ruin everything, so to speak. He's got his mind set on a particular task. Yeah, on a particular goal. He could be moving in between jobs as well with this card. He's trying to find some sort of balance, some sort of harmony, trying to create more stability. Yeah. Now, so he's waiting on something to come in. Now, underneath that, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords can talk about severing ties. So I feel like he may feel like he has to kind of sever some ties to kind of clear some of these clouds that are around. It's almost saying to me that, oh, all of these clouds are around, so I can't kind of carry on juggling. They're distracting me from juggling. He may be severing some ties. He may be making some decisions that are more logic-based rather than using his emotions or his intuition, because we do have the Queen of Cups there in reverse. So this is somebody who may be denying their feelings. They may be being a little bit emotionally manipulative, or it may feel as if they're being a little bit emotionally manipulative. We also have the Ten of Cups here, so they could have been some quarrels, some problems, but it may have felt like they just came out of nowhere. Yeah. Now, it may have felt like everything was really good. You was going along this journey. It was all really calm. And then all of a sudden, these kind of quarrels were creeping in. Now, they could be because the Seven of Swords is in the middle of the deck, in the middle of the reading there. And the Three of Wands was next to it. So this is talking about almost like a missed opportunity, or almost like, no, the timing's not right. Somebody doesn't want to move yet. Like I was saying with that Two of Pentacles, they're still wanting to stay in this juggling phase. It could be juggling two people as well with the Seven of Swords there, because there is a little bit of deception for some here. Or it could be, it doesn't literally have to be, oh, I'm trying to get away with something, I'm trying to do this. It could be that they're masking feelings, yeah. It could be that they're masking some kind of thoughts that they have. Maybe they're masking their plans from you, and that could be causing some emotional lack in some way, because I feel like it felt like everything was going really good, and then somebody could have really pulled back emotionally. They could have like been all in 1 minute, and then the next minute they really held back. Now it's to do with some kind of fears. They may be dealing with something from the past here, I'm getting. Or maybe they're not willing to put something in the past behind them. And that could be causing these feelings of deception. It could also be a divorce, a separation for some of you. So there could be a time where you're needing to kind of go your own way. Yeah, because it is about Moon in Aquarius, this card, and this is the card of Aquarius as well. Very free-spirited energy, not wanting to be held down or tied down in any way. Now, with the Nine of Swords there and the Six of Cups, I do feel like and the Three of Wands in reverse, I feel like they're realizing that some of the decisions that they made in the past had massive consequences. So like 7 generations into the future, 7 generations into the past, yeah? And now they may be a little bit fearful about making new ones, let's say. They may be feeling a little bit anxious. So we do have this 7 of Wands here. Yeah, in the future row. And then we have the 8. So it's like that as I see it, with the Queen of Cups at the top. So there could be some kind of turnaround. Yeah, maybe they're trying to defend. They want to defend their point of view in some way. So they may come in and try and communicate what their point of view is. But it could also be that they're trying to be a little bit emotionally manipulative, or they're trying to do like, or they may be trying to play victim, let's face it. Because we do have To Be Fair in reverse. Now, this is saying that they may not feel like something's going their way. They may feel like there's been an injustice. They may be slighting others, especially with that Queen of Swords, because she can be very sharp, and it can get to a point where, ooh, that kind of hurt, you know? They can say things that are biting or scathing. So somebody may be held to account, yeah? The To Be Fair in reverse is talking about the Divine Masculine needing to help somebody else, or maybe coming in to rescue somebody, or maybe maybe he comes in to defend something for the Divine Feminine here. Yeah, maybe the Divine Feminine is in a sticky situation, and then he comes in to defend her. He becomes some sort of knight in shining armor, and thus kind of moving up a level or expanding in some way spiritually. Or he's trying to defend his point of view. It depends which way they come from. Now, we also have gain clarity and believe. So, like I said, it's about the Divine Masculine moving all of those clouds in order to gain clarity. And that is only going to come from truth and truthful communication, honesty, openness, things that it's balanced on both sides. He may not be being fair right now because he's juggling, and it's almost like, imagine he's a chef in the kitchen and he's doing all of these tasks, and then somebody's like, oi, excuse me. And he's like, no, go away, leave me alone. It has that kind of energy to it where they're trying to stay focused. Now, they also got stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So he's been asked to stay positive. And I feel like maybe he hasn't been with the 10 of Cups, yeah? Maybe he's been a little bit, like, looking at what other people have and kind of wanting that instantly. Or maybe he's just throwing the whole damn cups away. He's like, I don't care. I know that I'm going to do things my own way. You can't pressure me to do anything. And this King of Swords is like, look, if you pressure me, there's going to be consequences. Yeah? Mind games possibly with the King of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Somebody feeling hurt by some mind games with the 10 of Cups in reverse as well. But I feel like they may also try and come forward and communicate what's happening. And that may be where they come and be fair. They open up about something. Because we do have finances and career as well. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So he's looking at that right now. Or he or she, depending on whether you're a feminine or masculine, divine masculine. They're looking at building things, because we also got for the life purpose cards, we got your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So I do feel like they're just focused on what they're doing. And we also got the spring card. Now the spring card talks about projects, but it's like projects that are starting to bloom. It's like, in a way, the divine masculine, maybe it's going to take him a while to kind of open up. He may be going through a whole kind of project or a whole phase in order to get to the renewal, in order to get to the awakening. And sometimes there's that sense of, we're going through winter and it's like, how long is this gonna go on for? Do you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden we have these little flowers that start to spring up everywhere. We have the daffodils, we start to hear the birds more. Things start to look less dreary. And I think that's what's happening for the divine masculine. I feel like, in a way, this reading is about him or her building what they need to build. But in order to do that, they need to kind of gain some kind of clarity. Yeah. It's also about believing in love still, with the gain clarity card I'm just seeing as well. Now, we also got continue to grow by seeking new knowledge. We applaud your efforts. So maybe the divine masculine is needing to kind of stand on his own 2 feet at the moment. Maybe he's sick of being told what to do by other people. And maybe it's his fears holding him back from making some kind of gesture forward. Maybe the energy got a little bit emotionally uncomfortable, because if we look at the top row, it's like we're on an emotional roller coaster here. Yeah, so maybe things got a little bit like a roller coaster. Now we also got Go Now. Yeah, and it's Serapis Bay. So there is some kind of hesitation. He is kind of fighting some kind of demons, but it's like once he's fought those demons, decided on what course of action, there may be some course of action that he decides that is not great for him. Yeah, so he needs to be careful there, because this can be the thief card or the card of getting caught. Yeah. Now, we also have Victory of Maryam. So this is about the Mother Mary energy, yeah? And it's talking about, so 41 breaks down to 5 in numerology. So that's talking about obstacles, challenges, chaos, and then order, yeah? So I feel like the divine masculine is looking at this task right now and he's saying, can I even do this? Is this what I want to do? It's like, it's almost like emotionally he may have got overwhelmed, and then he's thinking like, how did I get here? Do I even want this? Like, what's happened? Like, but I feel like he goes through this awakening. This is talking about assured success. It's talking about victory. It's talking about having the courage to kind of complete the journey. Yeah. But it's like a spiritual journey. It's something where he's having to overcome things spiritually from within. Yeah. He's being faced with challenges right now, but these challenges are essential for his growth. It's also a very nurturing energy. So it's not a victory in terms of masculine energy. It may be some kind of victory in terms of working on the feminine energy, working on their nurturing side, their supportive side, their motherly sides. Doing some work on the heart chakra. And also the throat chakra is what I'm getting. But whilst following the passions there, because we do have the root chakra with the red there, we've got the sacral chakra. But definitely work on the heart and the throat chakra there. So I feel like the divine masculine is going to go through this phase where he's needing to build something, he's needing to look at. He may be more focused in some senses on causing trouble than building, and in that sense there would be a problem there. He's not going to be able to move forward in that way. Let me take some clarification cards quickly. So let's clarify the past row quickly. Okay, we got the Strength card with the Six of Cups. We've got the Hierophant. So he could be running from commitment. He's running from the rules. He's running from having to follow the rules, organisations. He may have just moved from an organisation. And what's freaking him out is this marriage card. It's this deepening of a relationship. It's like he gets to a point and maybe then he just kind of freaks out. Maybe it's going too fast for this Divine Masculine. We got the Ten of Cups upright with the Ten of Cups in reverse. So it is literally a seesaw of emotions there. That's the happy family card. That's having everything. But maybe it has something to do with this Seven of Swords and this King of Swords in reverse. So for the Seven of Swords, there's some kind of spiritual challenge that he is going through here. Some kind of challenge, some kind of test that he's needing to overcome in order to move up a level. And it's funny that the two eights are next to each other there. And we've got the Queen of Swords with the King of Swords in reverse. So maybe one of the parties is being more open with their feelings than the other. Maybe somebody is being more honest than the other. Maybe this is the Queen of Swords that rejects this energy that's not being open, that's not being truthful. Wants to bring some clarity. So we have the Knave of Swords with the Queen of Cups. So I see this as the Divine Masculine now wanting to approach this Queen, but she may be in reverse. She may be feeling like her feelings have been hurt. She may be feeling a little bit on the negative side emotionally. She may be feeling sorry for herself. Then we've got the Hanged Man. So now the Divine Masculine is wanting to come forward, but he feels like he may be judged or laughed at. He feels like he may have to make a sacrifice. He's coming forward very slowly. This is a page, which is a turning point mentally for him. But he's feeling a little bit out of his depth. We then have the Magician. But I feel like maybe there's something he needs to stand up for. Maybe there's something he needs to rescue. Or maybe he wants to come in with his communication. But just be careful that anything that was hidden behind his back now is brought more out into the open. There is some need for honest communication there. Mercury is communication. It is also about the I am. And with the infinity symbol there, it's about bringing two things into union as well. And standing in front of this audience. So where in the Hanged Man he felt like he was being laughed at, he needs to kind of switch that energy around and now take control by communicating, by opening up his heart. So I really do hope this has helped. Take care. Stay blessed. Bye.